So, today I was listening to an audio message that my friend Josh sent me, and he said something that just felt so freaking good that I told him, brother, I need to make a video about this, but I wanted to give him credit for the idea because I didn't come up with this. But let me unpack this for you. How many times do we have emotions that maybe we're trying to welcome, we're trying to improve our relationship with that specific emotion, but we don't know how? This has happened to me 23,427 times, and I feel like I'm getting better. I'm not perfect, of course, but I've learned a lot along the journey, and what he shared with me felt really, really good. Here's what I feel when emotions are coming up, when things come up to be seen and heard and felt. How do we deal with that? I've always been fascinated with that question and fascinated with the experience of how, because we're all different. Of course, there's suggestions that people tell you. There's tools. I'm going to give you tools and ideas and exercises, but we're all different. So see what resonates with you. See what feels good to you. See what you feel would be beneficial to you. But he said that he had an experience where emotions were coming up, and the thank you was already there, right? Like, thank you for being here. Thank you for coming up. But what he said, I've heard it in different ways, but it felt really good the way he said it. He said, welcome, come here, join us. And that join us, it just felt so good, because here's the point that I'm trying to make. First of all, I like the thought of, it's not join me, come here. I like the idea of join us. Join me and all these other emotions that have shown up for me along my journey, for me to welcome and appreciate and love and give them the time and attention that they need. I like that idea of welcome, join us, because here's what instantly came to my mind: the visual of a circle of friends hanging out at the beach, at the park, at a bar, wherever you can imagine. Just a circle of friends hanging out, and you walk by and you know one person in that circle, and that person is really happy to see you, and they say, hey, how's it going? So nice to see you. Come here, join us. How does that feel? How does that feel? It feels nice, it feels beautiful, it touches your heart. Like, wow, they're with a group of friends. They could have ignored me or just said hi, but they actually invited me to come over. I feel so welcomed, so appreciated, so loved. So now, in a weird way, put yourself in that emotion's shoes, if that makes sense. Put yourself in that emotion's shoes, and you're telling that emotion, oh, come here, welcome, join us, join the party. And I don't know, there's something about it that feels really good to me, and I wanted to share the idea because it might resonate with you. If anything like that, if anything from what I said feels good in your body, feels good to your heart, then just consider the possibility that this might be helpful for you. So here's what I thought. I always like to give tools and ideas and exercises to make it practical and useful and beneficial, not just an idea that you watch a video and not much changes. But here's what I thought. If you have an emotion, challenging emotion that comes up, let's say that if you're into journaling, you can see how to incorporate this concept, this idea that I just shared, into a journaling exercise. Like I said, you're welcoming that emotion to join you and the whole other group of emotions that are there with you already, right? You can do, I know there's people that are into kind of like, you basically sit in a chair, you have a chair in front of you, You're having a conversation with that emotion. That works for a lot of people. So whatever, you can do whatever the hell you want to do. There's no rules for this. It's just what works for you. You could technically kind of put up chairs, right, around you. Pretend like you're in that circle, like I said. Welcome that emotion. And just be like, hey, jealousy, come here. Join us. This is anger. He's been with me for a very long time. Started in childhood when this happened, right? Here's envy, right? When I look at all my friends' lives on Instagram and Facebook, envy shows up all the time, and we have a very beautiful journey together, and it allows me to explore parts of myself that can still be challenging sometimes. Right? And here's loneliness. When I don't have maybe friends to hang out with, and I'm bored or tired of watching Netflix or watching YouTube videos and feel alone. Loneliness comes to visit and hang out. Oh, and I almost forgot, here's unworthiness. This one has been with me the longest. Shows up pretty often. And you could get creative, you can play around with that exercise. I kind of got into it, I kind of wanted to keep going. I know that maybe 73% of people that watch this might think I'm fucking crazy, but I don't care, because this might really help someone. It might really, really help you if you give it a try. If you're open to the possibility that, you know what, I've tried so many things, fuck it, let's give it a try. We'll see what happens. Like I said, just get creative with that idea of welcoming. And I know, like I said, it's not anything new. We've heard this idea. I've said it 20,000 times in videos, but I really like those two words. Join us. Join us. We know. Here's the thing about the healing journey that I'm very grateful that I came across. The quote-unquote old ways of doing things in inner work and self-development, and sometimes in spirituality as well, has been very aggressive, kind of like how to let go of, how to transmute, and how to whatever these emotions and energies, and how to change your emotional state, how to get into the vortex. That's gonna piss off a lot of people. I love Abraham's teachings, and I have a lot of respect for that. Oh, I need to make another video on that shit. I just triggered 50% of people watching this video, and now I don't want to go into that in this video, but I'll go into that in another video. Like I said, I love the teachings, but sometimes we obsess about being in the vortex 24/7, and I don't think that's helpful. So let's get back to the video. Let's get back to it. So it's a very pushy, very masculine, and not male, female, just masculine and feminine energies, which we all have, yin yang, right? So it's a very yang approach, pushing things away, which sometimes turns into suppressing and hiding, and the healing journey is more of that yin energy, more of the feminine, like I said, not female, male, feminine energy of welcoming, accepting, loving. That's a much more, first of all, a way that actually works, in my opinion and experience, but a more gentle, a more practical way of doing it? Because here's the thing. We think that the journey, the healing journey, is gonna be pretty like, and it turns out that you've seen those memes going around social media that we think it's gonna be a line like that, and it becomes a crazy mess. When you're going through that mess and you feel like, shit, I'm not doing this right, this letting go thing, I'm not doing this, whatever, 7 steps to change my emotional state, I'm not doing it right. And then you're harder on yourself for the fact that you're not getting it right, whatever the hell that means. So with this more gentle, loving, compassionate approach, when that feeling comes up of I'm not doing it right or what the hell's wrong with me, which will come up, why can't I do this? Why do I have to be so emotional? And we get into those places. So compassion is incredibly healing in that situation, incredibly beautiful, incredibly beneficial. So, join us. Welcome. See if that phrase helps you. If this was helpful, you might want to stick around wherever you're watching this, the blue app, the red app, that hate each other, so I won't say their names. Now, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube, turn on your notifications, because I would love to be able to reach you with the videos that are coming out. See if they can help, get your feedback, whether you love them or hate them, whether he was helpful or useless. I'm open to any feedback. It's okay, I can take it. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate you. Love you. Have a beautiful day. I'll see you in the next one.